Hello everyone, good morning. So in the previous video we have studied the program that convert the uppercase letter to the lowercase letter, that is C code we written, and also equivalent of that assembly code also we have wrote. Okay, so here in this section let us study the optimization of the this assembly code. The presence of the load instruction is here. It will be causes the two stall cycles for the execution of the subtract instruction, because the register R2 will be using in the subtract instruction. Okay, let us to execute of load instruction of this, it in the first cycle it will be calculate the address of the memory which contain the uppercase letter, that is the data. It is to be stored into the register R2. This task will be taking place in the cycle of pipeline LS1 and LS2. In the LS1 one cycle, and in the other LS2 we have a second cycle. Here two stall cycles will be takes place, that is cycle number 2, and another stall will be cycle number 3. In the cycle number 2, the instruction LDRB, it is in the pipeline of the LS1 state, and in the cycle number 3, the LDRB instruction, it is in the pipeline of the LS2. So two cycles will be takes. After the LS2 operation, the data will be loaded into the register R2, then only the subtract instruction get execute. Until that subtract instruction will be waiting state, that is two cycle, it is called as a stall cycle. That up to that where two cycles spent, the subtract instruction will not going to execute. So at that completion of that cycle, the subtract will be instruction is execute. The cycle number 4, it is 4 cycle it takes. This is the cycle number 5, and it will be takes cycle number 6, and this will be takes cycle number 7, and here it will be takes cycle number 8, and here it is cycle number 9. And BNA, that is a branch not equal to this loop address. Okay, here after cycle number 9, cycle number 10 and cycle number 11, these two cycles are for flush operation. So it will be takes the new address to jump from this location to the this location. It will be the branch instruction, it takes two more cycle. So totally execute this instruction, total it takes the 11 cycles. How many cycles? Total 11 cycles it will be takes. Okay, so here observe, here you can ask the question strb r2, this instruction, after this instruction compare instruction also using the r2 register, then why it is not occurring the stall. Here store instruction is the already in the R2 register, data will be there, the data is moving to the memory location, so same data will be using for the comparison operation. So here no waiting or no stall cycle will be takes place. So that is a important, you can clarify that one. Okay, so this is the total number of cycles it will be takes. How many cycles? 11 cycles. So this number of cycle you need to be reduced, then you will be the opcode will be getting to the optimized form. So how you want to be reduce this number of cycles? So because of the load instruction, this is the unnecessarily waiting of the state will be occurred. Okay, these two cycles you need to be avoid. Let us see how to be avoid these two cycles. Okay, by using the load scheduling by preloading technique. Okay, let us will discuss that one now. Here it is the program, that is the preloading of the load instruction, load scheduling by preloading. By this technique we can optimize the code. Okay, let us see. So here just modified the previous program into some other form of program, that same program, but some changes I have made here. So what is the changes? Let us will discuss. That is here out is the name, the register number will be 0, and in is the name, that is register number will be R1. So that is, it is nothing but a R0 register, this is nothing but R1 register, and this is nothing but a R2 register, and it is nothing but a R3 register. Okay, the register name the will be given with the another name with this out, in, C and T. Okay, so this is the declaration assigning the register number to the variable name. Okay, next, here load instruction I will take outside the loop. I will take the outside the loop. This LDRB, this instruction preloading means I have taking outside of the loop. Okay, so first instruction, load instruction, that is a data or a character what is given which is present in the memory location, it is taken to the register R2. R2 is nothing but a C. So R2 is nothing but a C into the C name. Next, loop will be start here. So you have to be calculate the number of cycle here. Same operation here. Immediate data 41, that is hexadecimal number. Instead of I am written here ASCII value of A. So this also will be equivalent to this. Okay, and this will be R. It can take it as a 19. So remaining will be the same thing. So here the instruction of this subtract instruction execution, let's take the cycle number 1, cycle 1, here it is takes the cycle 2, and here it takes the cycle 3, fourth cycle, cycle number 5, and cycle number 6, and here cycle number 7. This is the branch not equal, it will be takes after this 7 cycle 8 and 9 cycle will be takes. So totally up to this branch of this loop, it is takes here 9 cycles. So observe here, in the loop I am not provided the load instruction, it is out of the loop. So here I have 2 cycles will be get reduced. Okay, so what it does out of what is the load instruction out of this loop? First it load the initial character of the given data will be loaded into the register. Okay, and then after it will be takes inside the loop. Inside of loop I have taking LDRNEB. So here observe here, this is the instruction test if equal to 0, that is test the value of the data and will be at 0 or not. If not equal, load the value of the memory content character into the register, that is value C. Not equal, and it is a byte instruction. Okay, so byte value will be move into the register R2. So this will be branching LDR NAB, loading will be taking place. So in this load instruction, it is not dependent of this instruction, so it will be not dependent. So if not dependent, the instruction will be not in stall state. So here 2 state of the cycle will be got reduced. So in this case, how many cycles it took? 9 cycle. Totally it has 9 cycles it takes. In the previous case, what is the number of cycle? 11 cycles. In the original program you have 11 cycles, and after optimized the code we have a 9 cycles will be takes. So 11 divided by 9. So what is the level of improvement of the optimized code? It will be written as 11 by 9, approximately it is 1.25 times the code time is improved. Okay, execution time of the optimized code is improved 1.2 times of the original previous code. So this is the one technique we use here for optimizing the assembly code. Okay, to reduce the number of possible cycles in a loop instructions. Okay, so one more thing you can also observe in this program, you can also reduce the sum of the cycles in this loop. So in this, what it is happen, BNE loop, branch not equal to loop, it takes three after seven cycle, C8 and C9. So every one cycle repetition, additionally again here two times of cycle will be extra will be taking place. If it is you have a 10 character present in the memory, you have need to be convert to the lower case, that is 10 into 9, 90 times of 90 cycles is required. Instead of using this loop, I will be using in within between the loop with a number of iterations, that is the same operation what it did use, I will write in the many number of times. So these two number of cycles in the loop will be get reduces. Okay, the how it will be get reduce the number of cycles by utilizing this technique will be discussed. That the technique which is called as a load scheduling by unrolling. What is the technique? Load scheduling by unrolling. Okay, unrolling the code. Okay, that will be discussed in the next video session. I hope this optimization of the code you all understood. Okay, thank you. Next video.